Coach, you had to deliver that news to Terrence last month. How tough is that to have that conversation, especially with a player that you've coached for 4.5 years?
Well, it's very difficult because he's almost like a son. You know, you watch a young man come into the NBA, is wet behind the ears, and learning the league and growing up right in front of you. It's difficult, but like I told him, it's a business. You know, as much as I'd love for him to stay here forever, it's not going to happen. And his career is he's going to be successful. He's going to be a good player in this league. But just the business of basketball, our needs, their needs, just it happened. He happened to be the guy as much as anything else, and he understood. He was emotional that he was getting ready to leave, but he understood, and he understood it was a business.
Do you have a favorite? Go ahead. For a pretty good player.
And very much so. It wasn't like we got a bag of donuts for him. It was the fact that we got a very good established starting four-man for him, and which fit our needs tremendously, and and they decided to go a different direction. So it was a good trade for both sides.
Do you have a favorite memory of him on or off the court?
Oh, it's always good just watching him grow. That was my best memories, Eric, is watching him grow up, develop into a young man instead of being a college young kid coming out of college. Understanding his responsibility as an NBA player, working his behind off. Those were great memories. Watching him in the summertime out in LA, grow up and play and develop his mid-range game, his pick and roll game, just all around. That's the best memory you have.
What do you remember about the 51-point game?
I remember that distinctly. I remember the next game he had 2. I remember that because we was all excited, and then he just was so, because I think it was a back-to-back game. And, we played the next night. But he did a heck of a job that night. He just couldn't miss. It was one of those games that he was in that zone. Everything he threw up went in. It was something I don't think we'll forget. It was just a heck of a performance by him.
He averaged 26.5 over those games.
Yep. Yeah.
No one ever suggests this team is better off without Kyle, but the numbers and the record you've accumulated, how do you explain it?
Well, again, this guy's stepping up, and taking up the responsibility. It's a collective effort. It's not just one person. Corey's done a heck of a job. DeLon's done a heck of a job. Fred has done a heck of a job in the minutes he's had. It's just a collective effort. DeMar DeRozan has stepped up. Again, we're a better team with a healthy Cal. There's no question about that. But I'm really, excited about our young guys stepping in, playing. Keeping I think we've had one blip on the radar as far as our focus and energy and all that was Oklahoma City. But for the most part, we've kept our identity in those games. And again, I'm not promoting that we don't need Kyle. Believe me, we're going to need him, and we do need him. But the guys have done a good job of next man up. And over the years, the guys have done a good job, when Jonas went out last year and kind of taking that identity and responsibility.
Like in this league, almost every team without a major piece has struggled significantly.
Yeah, it's something. It's a credit to the players being ready, the coaches having the players being ready to step in, conditioning-wise, rhythm-wise. DeLon being down in the D-League a couple of games, getting him ready down there has helped him tremendously coming back from injury. So each guy has really stepped up, not only in Kyle's position. When Pat went down, the guys picked it up. So coaches have done a good job. The D-League has done a good job of really providing a platform for development and for guys to stay ready. The tricky part now with the schedule the way it is, we've got these mandatory player association days off coming, and it's getting Kyle enough practice time whenever he's ready to come back. So we're going to really have to be creative as far as getting some practice time and some ways to get him in to practice with the team in the next few weeks before he plays.
Sorry, go ahead.
How's he doing? Is he able to do a little bit more with that wrist?
Yeah, he's working. Don't want to quantify exactly what he's doing, but he's working his butt off and getting ready to whatever it is coming. But don't want to say exactly what he's doing, where he is, and how he is. That's for him and the medical people to announce.
Have you allowed yourself to kind of be excited about what the team playing at this level could be if you inject a guy?
Well, yeah, you'd like to think that, but again, we can't do that. I'm more worried about maintaining the play of our young guys because they've been up and down. Dwane has played great. Then I thought he's played in the last 2 games. He's played really well. Pirtle has played really well the last 2 games, but again, they're young guys, so we've got to be ready for that valley just in case. So I'm more concerned about that right now, Michael, than trying to let myself, think that way.
Would reaching 50 wins again mean something, especially when you consider all the injuries that you've had to overcome this year, rookies playing big roles, mid-season trade?
It's always good to win 50. I mean, hopefully more than that, but 50 is always good to have. But the main thing I've always said is our improvement. We still have a ways to go rhythm-wise. Offensively, guys recognizing stuff on the fly, new guys. That rhythm without Kyle, rhythm with Kyle coming back, all those things are more of a worry than, as much as we would love to win 50. No question that should be our goal every year, but, we have some other issues to clear up before we allow ourselves to think like that.